Hey guys, welcome to M&MM IELTS. Today's video is about letter writing. So it is very important for you to practice this topic because writing is definitely one of those complicated areas when we tackle our IELTS exams. So this video is for you if you want to have your band 8 because I'll be sharing a sample answer for band 8 for your letter writing, and I'm not suggesting that you should exactly write down the same answer or I'm sharing some sort of a template, but yes, when you look at this video you will understand that what should be your mindset and how should you tackle letter writing, what things you need to understand, how should you start and how should you end your letter. So let us get started. So the first things first, let us first understand the question, and not only the question, not only the situation and the scenario, but also the points that they want us to discuss in our letter. Because if we don't understand those points properly, it becomes very difficult for us to address those points when we write our letter. So the first things first they are saying is, you recently stayed at a hotel and were disappointed. So disappointed is a key word for me, with the service. Okay. Write a letter to the hotel manager. All right. So I will be writing a letter to the hotel manager expressing the disappointment with the service in the hotel. That is what I've understood. In your letter, describe the situation. All right. So first I will explain the situation, whatever the situation was. Explain how you felt about it, how you felt. So this is my personal opinion. Suggest. So that means I have to give some suggestion. What the hotel could do to improve the service. So if you look at the flow, there is a situation. The first thing is you have to describe the situation. The next thing is you have to share how you felt about the situation, your feelings, your emotions, and then at the end you will make some suggestion so that they can implement those suggestions and they can improve their service. So the first things first is you have to understand, okay, these are the areas I need to discuss in my letter, because if you miss any of them, you will not get your desired band, unfortunately. Now, let us look at the sample answer. So, first things first. Dear Mr. Smith. Now, let us assume the hotel manager's name is Mr. Smith, because if they have not given us the name, it's okay to assume a name, or you can just put Dear Mr. Hotel Manager, something like that, or Dear Hotel Manager, not Mr. Hotel Manager, Dear Hotel Manager. But let's assume we want to give them a name, Dear Mr. Smith. I hope this letter finds you well. So the first thing is obviously the etiquette. You know how we write email and we also say these things. I hope this email finds you well. Similarly, this letter finds you well. I'm writing to express my disappointment regarding my stay at the hotel from 3rd of July to 8th of July 2024. Straight to the topic. No beating around the bushes. You jump straight to the topic because the first line itself is a clear indication that you have understood the topic, you have understood the situation. When the examiner is reading your letter, they know that this student has understood what they are supposed to address, and you have hit the point. You have started straight from the point. You're not discussing anything else. All right, so you've given them the duration of your stay as well. Next, while I had high expectations based on previous reviews, I encountered several issues that detracted from my experience. Now, obviously, whenever you go to a hotel, you're making some bookings, the first thing you will do is go to their reviews, see how people have shared their experiences. So if you find good reviews over there, you might book that hotel for yourself. That's something we all would normally do, and that is what I've shared here, that you first looked at the reviews, you liked the reviews, and that's how you've selected that place, but you were not happy. Now comes the part where you will start, expressing yourself. So firstly, upon my arrival, so you have now started explaining the situation. Firstly, upon my arrival, the check-in process was unusually slow, taking nearly an hour despite having a reservation. Additionally, my room was not properly cleaned as I found leftover items from the previous guest. To make matters worse, the air conditioning unit was malfunctioning, leaving the room uncomfortably warm throughout my stay. So, what I have done in the next paragraph is, because I want to go in the exact same order, I have described the entire situation. what things were not good, why am I disappointed, what are the reasons for my disappointment. So starting from the check-in process, that was slow. I've made my reservation, still it was slow. Everything, like, the when I went to the room, it's not clean, there was some leftover, and then the aircon is not working. I have given them the list that, okay, these are the things because of which I'm not happy, I'm expressing my disappointment, and hence the letter. So one paragraph is dedicated purely to describing the situation. Next, these inconveniences. What inconveniences? The ones that I've shared in the previous paragraph. Left me feeling frustrated. Now, what have I done? Remember the next point, how you felt. Now I'm sharing my feelings. Frustrated, particularly as I had chosen your hotel for its reputed service. Coming back to the first paragraph, why reputed service? Because I had gone through the reviews. To enhance the guest experience, I suggest that your staff, now I have started making my suggestions. So I have already expressed my feelings, now I want to make my suggestions. That your staff receive additional training on efficient check-in procedures and room preparation. Regular maintenance checks on facilities like air conditioning would also be beneficial. Now, why am I making these recommendations? Because I have faced certain problems and I want to make recommendations associated with those problems only. So I've given them 3 problems: check in, the room was not clean, and aircon. And I have made suggestions for those 3 points only. I don't want to give them 1000 suggestions, not needed. Whatever I didn't like, I've made suggestions regarding that. So first I've explained the situation, then I've expressed my feeling that I was frustrated because I thought that the hotel is great, the service is good, but I didn't get it, and then I've given them the recommendations. Hence, I have explained all 3 dot points that I was supposed to explain, and that is what you need to do for your complete letter writing. Thank you for considering my feedback. I hope to see improvements during my next visit. So this is again part of etiquette, how you conclude your letter. This statement shows that you have concluded your letter. Sincerely, Mohit. And so you'll write sincerely and then you can write down your name. I've written my name. So the way you open your letter, the way you end your letter, your conclusion, your greetings, all that is very, very important. It is part of etiquette and you get marks based on that. So make sure that you open your letter, you have your greetings done, you make your conclusion proper, you have your greetings again done, and you have discussed every single point that you should be discussing. And if you do that, you will have a perfect letter writing. And always jump straight to the topic and never talk about something that is not part of the topic. That is what you need to do with your letter writing. I hope this video was helpful for you. I will be sharing more sample answers so that we can help you in the best possible way. All the best for your IELTS preparation. Bye for now.